Danny Brandt, I'll tell you one thing, he kicks like a mule.
Phil, he kicks like 2 mules and a donkey. This kid can really take your legs out from under you. Tremendous fighter, comes to fight.
Well, that's our first fight of the night. It's going to be a great one. We're just about set to go. A terrific crowd on hand here tonight in Albuquerque. I know the fighters are ready, and we hope all of you at home are ready as well. Here we go. Our first fight, 5 rounds for the IKKC Western Junior Middleweight Muay Thai Championship. Steve Millis and Danny Brandt. Let's go into the ring now, and Chris Gregory.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Santa Ana Star Hotel Casino in New Mexico, we welcome you as Dennis Warner Instinct Productions present to you 5 rounds for the IKKC Western Junior Middleweight title. And now here are the fighters. In the blue corner, wearing black and silver and at a weight of 150 pounds, with a record of 16-8-2, from New York City, fighting out of New York City Thai Boxing Gym, introducing Steve Millis. And his opponent across the ring, weighed in at 150 pounds and is wearing green and yellow. He comes to us from Glendale, Arizona, and is fighting out of Back Alley Gym. With a record of 6-1, he's sponsored by MPC Contracting and KickLikeAMule.com. Please help me welcome Danny No Play Brandt. And now, the rules from your referee, Cecil People.
All right, guys, we went over the rules already. I want a good, clean fight. I want you to obey my commands at all times. In case of a knockdown, go to the corner I send you to. Any question? All right, let's dance.
All right, Blinky, what does Millis have to do to win this fight?
Tonight, Phil, Mills, he's going to have to set the pace, be aggressive, Phil, and he's going to have to really try to tee off on that right hand. But he's going to have to set that right hand up because Brian is a pretty smart fighter.
And how about for the young man out of Glendale, Arizona, Danny Brandt?
Brandt, he's going to have to stay busy, Phil, use combinations, and stay and get inside.
Well, we're set to go. The referee is Cecil Peoples, and we're set to go here. This is for the IKKC Western Junior Middleweight Muay Thai Championship. Danny Brandt in the green trunks with the gold trim. Millis in the black.
I'm going to tell you again, get off his head. Let's go.
Overhand right by Brandt, Phil. You can see that Millis is the taller of the two, and he's trying to utilize that more on a counter type of fighting. Just feeling with that jab. He's not really looking to land it. He's looking to get his distance right now. Talking about Millis in the black and silver.
Good right leg by Danny Brandt. Brandt 6-1 coming in. Millis, the more experienced of the two, with 24 pro fights, 16-8 overall.
Yeah, but Brandt had a tremendous amateur career,
Yes,
Phil,
did.
that he brings into the ring tonight with him. As you can see, he's fighting his fight. He's trying to get inside. He's pursuing the fight. He's taking it to him. That was his game plan. Another right leg to the body by Brandt. It was more of a push with the lead leg of Millis. Referee Cecil Peoples doesn't call it a knockdown. At the left leg by Millis. He's going to have to set that up, though, Phil, if he wants to hit Brandt with it. See a pattern already with Millis, Phil. He'll go one jab up high, and then he'll come down low. He'll throw a jab right hand and come back down low with a right leg to the thigh of Brandt. There it goes again. Jab right hand, right leg to the thigh of Brandt. You know, he's not really loading up on it yet, but those take their toll. If you don't know, block them. They call them leg checks.
Boy, Brandt getting off first and getting off well in this first round.
Yes, he is, Phil. He said to us earlier that was his fight. He wanted to put the pressure on. On the other hand, we see Millis is more on the counter, more a defensive fighter. Just looking to get his distance. Good thigh, inside of the thigh by Danny Brandt.
Millis, 37 years of age, didn't even get into the sport until 10 years ago at the age of 27. So he's really a late starter in this sport.
Yes, he is, but he's been very, very active, Phil.
Cecil Peoples telling Danny Brandt, when I tell you to stop, I want you to stop. Well, I tell you, Peoples is a no-nonsense referee.
He's the veteran of veterans. This guy's called them all, and he means business when he says to stop. That's for darn sure. See Brandt trying to lead in with the jab. Attempted left hook was real short. He's looking for his distance, but Brandt did pursue and go on the attack more so that round, Phil.
Now Steve Millis with Edge Brown in his corner, pretty much telegraphing everything. Slow on the draw, very tentative with his punches and his kicks. Well, he's a well-spoken kid, and I'll tell you what, if his punches are picked as carefully as his words, he ought to do well tonight.
My strategy for winning is to always come in the best possible shape I can be, as prepared as I can be, and not to expect any particular thing from my opponent.
Okay, no problem. Talking to him at last night's weigh-in, Blink, he was telling me his dad got his PhD from Ohio State, but then taught 20 years at Michigan. How does that work?
I'm trying to tell you, I think the Buckeyes were just a little upset.
Well, Steve Millis taking it easy, resting comfortably. On the other side, Danny Brandt, 21-year-old, nicknamed No Play Brandt. He is a guy that is really active. He's excited to be here, and I'll tell you what, he was a ball of fire all day around the hotel.
Yes, he was. He's just a very personable young man. His corner is really compelling him to cut the ring off because of the fact that Millis has been really, laterally moving around the ring. Now they're asking him to cut the ring off.
That's Master Bob Carmel of Chino, California, working Danny Brandt's corner. Brandt 6-1 from Glendale, Arizona, a northern suburb of Phoenix. He got into this sport because his older brother, Mike Brandt, who I remember used to fight as an amateur. But Danny said it was so long ago he could hardly remember, but it was his older brother, Mike, that really gave him the enthusiasm for this sport. And he said the rest is history. It got under my skin, and I am where I am, and at all that I am. Because I'm taught by the sailor man.
You better believe it. Hey, Phil, that happens in a lot of families. You'll see the younger brother follow the older brother in particular sports, in particular in the sport of boxing and kickboxing.
Here we go, round two. Millis and the black and silver. Danny Brandt and the Oregon Ducks colors of green and gold.
Nice little left hand to the body by Brandt. Look at Millis, Phil. He's up on his toes. He's moving a little more. Even that good little left hook up to the head by Brandt. Brandt trying to just work inside. When he gets inside, he does let his hands go.
I have a feeling that Brandt's going to be too quick for Millis.
Well, I'll tell you, Millis is giving him the movement, but Brandt is really listening to his instruction in the corner. They asked him to cut the ring off. That's exactly what he's doing, just taking that step over to the right. Every time, good. Back leg kick there by Brandt. See the welt already on the inside of the rib cage of Millis. Millis looking to counter with that right hand too, Phil, as Brandt's coming in. You see him just chop down with it there. He's known to have a big right hand. I haven't seen him really try to explode it yet.
I remember a fight about a year ago of Danny Brandt. Blinky, you and I called that fight. He fought William Shriapai, KO'd him when he kicked him in the head with that big, big kick that we talked about in the open.
Yeah, he kicks like a mule. And he's setting it up well. He's been using the hands. He's having Millis really look at the hands there. You see a nice stiff jab to the body by Brandt as he continues to back Millis up.
Millis with not much power at all behind his hands or his feet.
It's like, I don't know if he's trying to lull Brandt to sleep because he's known for a big right hand, Phil. And tonight he's just kind of pawing with it.
That's right. Brandt trying to get up high enough on the taller fighter to deliver the knees, but he can't get above Millis's waistband.
Attempted front kick. Yeah. Attempted kick to the inside of the left thigh of Millis. Brandt's got to be a little careful as he's waiting in, Phil. It seems to me like a good right thigh kick by Brandt. Brandt is really taking it to him now, Phil, and he's landing flush with them leg kicks. Attempted back kick by Millis, but really was nothing on it, Phil. Millis doesn't seem to have any real sock'em with him tonight. Attempted left hook, just a little shy, but he comes right back down low with a right leg to the left thigh of Millis. Millis just content to just back away, and Brian really dictating and controlling the tempo of this fight. Danny's got to keep his hands up, though. Every time he pulls back out, Phil, he drops him to his chest.
That's a good point, Blinky. I believe after 2 rounds, Brandt's belief as he returns to his corner to talk things over with Master Bob Carmel is that Millis can't hurt me.
Right, and the way it looks right now, Brandt has no respect for Millis. I mean, he's been able to come in, go to the legs, land decent left hook to the head, right hand to the head, and really, Millis hasn't really done anything to get the respect of Danny Brandt.
Brandt started the second round quickly with a flurry.
And there you see that sweep to the back leg. Millis grabbing the leg of Danny Brandt, but to no knockdown. There he leads with a jab, and he goes right to the back thigh, and those start to take it out of you. Attempts another right leg to the body of Millis before getting his leg grabbed. Here, and you see Brandt on the attack. Same old thing, catching the left thigh. Then he comes back with an overhand right, just grazing the head of Millis. But so far, Phil, that young man right there is having his way.
You gotta really have to go in on him.
Well, Danny Brandt, he started the second round quickly, and he ended quickly. I've got Brandt ahead 2 rounds to none after the first 2 rounds of this 5-round Western Junior Middleweight Muay Thai Championship. Blinky, let's check into the Muay Thai rules. How does it differ?
Well, the Muay Thai rules allows the knees to the body, to the chest, to the lower abdomen, and thighs. It's all okay, Phil. Elbows allowed to the face, really only in the main event fight that we'll see tonight. There's no 3 knockdown rule in effect, but there is a standing 8 count in effect tonight.
Now, when you say there's no 3 knockdown rule in effect, what are you referring to?
Well, typically and historically, when you see a fighter go down 3 times, they can stop the fight.
In 1 round?
In 1 round.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, neither fighter has been down here. You're looking at Steve Millis, the 37-year-old from Detroit, Michigan, now living in New York City, fights out of New York City Thai in Lower Manhattan.
Ready? You ready? Go.
And here we go. Round